dear friends. How are you? Hope everyone is very fine. Now today we will understand about active voice, passive voice. How to convert any sentence from active voice to passive voice in a very simple way. बहुत ही simple way रहेगा. First we will understand about the tense. Because active voice, passive voice is based on the tense only. So here is a present indefinite tense PIT. In the simple form we can say. The second is that PCD, and third is that PPT, that is the present perfect tense, and last one is that PPCD, present perfect continuous tense. The second one will be that past indefinite tense. Then second will be past continuous tense, then past perfect tense, and after that past perfect continuous tense. Now we will come to the future indefinite tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and the future perfect continuous tense. These all are 12 tenses are there, right? You must be aware about these all tenses. So whenever you are converting from active voice to passive voice, active voice to passive voice, right? There are some rules to change active voice to passive voice. First rule is that which are the tense we don't have to convert from active voice to passive voice. The first one is that this one, then this and this and this. These four tenses are not convertible from active voice to passive voice, and rest of them will be converted. Now the second rule is that saying that whenever we are converting from active voice to passive voice, there will be always a main verb की third form we have to use. हमेशा वर्ब की थर्ड फॉर्म ही यूज होती है whenever we change from active voice to passive voice. Entire passive voice में you have to use for verb की third form, right? So we will come to that. How to change it? How to use a helping verb? When you take the object as a subject, then you have to use a helping verb also. Then how to take that helping verb? Listen. If any tense is coming for this one, that is a present indefinite tense, then you have to use a helping verb. When you are converting from active voice to passive voice, then you have to use a helping verb of this one, present continuous tense. The similar concept we apply here also, then here also, then here also, and then here also, then here also. We have to use a helping verb. As a helping verb, in a simple form, I am telling you that how to convert, how to get a helping verb to change in passive voice. If it is a coming for this one, present continuous tense, past continuous tense, future continuous tense will not be convertible, but even also these will not be. So when you use active voice to passive voice for these two tenses, present continuous tense, past continuous tense, then helping verb will be used for themselves only. उन्हीं की helping verb use करना है. We have to use for them उनकी helping verb use करना है. But we have to use a being and being, right? In a simple. Now we will understand. Simple. We will take an example also how to convert. Listen very carefully. See, now we will take for the affirmative and negative only. Affirmative and negative only. Two tests we will take to understand first, and then after that interrogative and other will be understand imperative and all sentence. In affirmative, if you are taking an example of this one, right? If you take he writes a letter, a very simple we will taking. I am taking a very simple sentence so that you can understand, and the same sentence, other helping verb and other verb ki form, we will take it so that you can understand. Listen. So what is that condition? Whenever we are changing from active voice to passive voice, you have to take a object as a subject. Object as a subject. Listen very carefully. What is the object? Object is that where the subject is completing his or them or whatever is that pronoun. So जो subject है वो अपना काम object यहाँ पे complete कर रहा है. But if it is giving a time and all, so that is not an object. That is another object. In the morning. In the morning. If it is written like this, in the morning, it will not be object. Because subject is working on this only, not for the time. Time must be that it can be changed, but that is not object. That means I am telling you that the subject which is working on this object, जहां पे सब्जेक्ट अपना काम कर रहा हो उसी को ही ऑब्जेक्ट कहा जाता है, नॉट फॉर अदर्स को, अदर ऑब्जेक्ट को. So what we have to do this is a present indefinite tense. So first we will take an object, a letter. Now the helping verb will be used for this, as I told you that present continuous tense. But the helping verb will be used based on this because it is a now a subject. ये हमारा भी subject है. अभी तक ये था, but अभी ये change हो गया because हमने object को लेके यहाँ पे डाला है. So now my subject is this, a letter. A letter is my subject. So a letter is a singular, not a plural. So we have to use a is. A letter is, and now verb की third form written. A letter is written because I told you that in every sentence we have to use a verb की third form. A letter is written, then now you have to use a by, and the subject का possessive pronoun will be that him. He का him. You have completed this, right? Now if you take any negative like Mohan drinks, Mohan do not drink, does not drink, I'm sorry, does not drink water. Mohan does not drink water. Now negative. Affirmative and negative we will take for this to understand so that we can understand easily. Now drink the water. Here we have to use the. So what will be the object? The water. What will be? The water will be an object. The water. Up now does not. So the water is singular or plural? The water is a singular always. The water is not. Drink, drank, drunk. Verb की third form, drunk. By Mohan. Understand? This one. This is for the present indefinite tense for the affirmative and negative. Now we will understand for the same for other also. Understand for the others also. Let me erase this. Listen that. Now we will go for this one. We will take this one also. Like for this one, like that. She is not drinking the water. She is not drinking the water. Right? is negative sentence, we have to convert in passive voice. Now in the passive voice, it is active voice. The tenses which you are straightforward you are writing, those are the active voice. Now in the passive voice, why we are converting in the passive voice? Passive voice, that means the meaning will not be changed. इसका meaning नहीं change होता है sentence का. Now the object is that the water. The water, and the water is a singular, then we have to use a is. Now I told you that if you are using for the present continuous tense and past continuous tense, then you have to use a being. The same helping verb, the same tense helping verb you have to use, but you have to use a being. So here will be a being. The water is a being drunk. Drink, drunk, drink, drank, drunk by her. This pronoun. Understand? The similarly if you have to use for this one, अगर आप इसका भी टेंस बनाते हैं पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस का, पास्ट परफेक्ट कंटीन्यूअस will not be changed, right? Let's have to example of this one also in a simple concept. This one, if you say that they have not written the letters, we'll take this, written the letters. They have not written the letters. So what is the object? Object is the letters. अब यहाँ पे letters है. Understand this? We have to use a have. Have is using for the plural one. Have जो है plural के यूज होता है और है जो है singular के यूज होता है. तो here we have to use for have. It is because of that letters are there. The letters have not written by देखा them pronoun. Simple. This will not be changeable. Now if it is coming for this one, now we will understand for the past indefinite tense in a simple, very simple. Passive voice, direct, indirect and others are simple, but you have to just focus on this technical things. Let me tell you that. Take an example of this one. Past indefinite tense. Past indefinite tense. He wrote a letter. He wrote a letter. He wrote a letter. So what we have to do? A letter. A letter is a singular. A letter. Now we have to use a helping verb of this. A letter was. A letter was. Wrote का that will be verb की third form written. A letter was written by him. Understood? Very clear. The singular will be for this, but we have to use a being. So now we will understand for this also. Let me take an example of this so that you can understand in easy way. And after that, you will understand for that interrogative also. Those are also very simple. Now we are taking for this. Like Ram was not drinking the water. Drinking the water. Ram was not drinking the water. So what will be that? Object will come as a subject. The water. The water will come first. The water is here. Now, the water is a singular. We have to use a was. If it was a plural, we have to use a verb. So the water was being drink, drank, drunk Verb की third form. Verb third form we have to use here. The water was being drunk by Ram. Understood? So here my I was thinking that I have to tell about this simple way so that you can understand these active voice passive voice. This comes till high school class. Till high school, that means till 10th class, you have to understand these active voice passive voice, and then after that I will tell you that direct indirect, and then after that there are also some which I tell you about part of speech will tell you later on. Those are simple. You are continue studying that, so you will understand. But this is a little tough grammar, so I am telling about this in a simple way so that you can understand in an easy way. No formula. If you want to write a formula, very simple. How you have to write a formula? In a simple way. In this graph only you can write a formula also. How you can write? If I want to write a formula about this, negative and interrogative, what will be that? Object will be as a subject. Like this, object we have to use a subject. And plus इसके बाद क्या हो जाएगा? Has या have been. Has, have been. I am writing for this one a formula in a simple way. ऐसे object को subject में लाओ, has या have been लगाओ, has been या have been, right? और plus verb अगर negative है तो not लगाओ. not कहाँ पे आ जाएगा? been के बीच में आएगा. फिर अगर negative लगाना है कहाँ पे आएगा? have या have not been, right? तो negative अगर यूज करना है तो not जो है ना यहाँ पे आपको करना पड़ेगा. सब्जेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट एज सब्जेक्ट है या हैव, नॉट बीन अगर नेगेटिव है, प्लस वर्ब की थर्ड फॉर्म प्लस बाय प्लस ऑब्जेक्ट जो तुम्हारा सब्जेक्ट होगा उसको लेके डाल दो, यहाँ पे बाय के बाद डाल दो, और फिर अदर ऑब्जेक्ट अगर कोई है तो उसको लिख सकते हो. अदर ऑब्जेक्ट एनीथिंग यू हैव यू कैन राइट आफ्टर, बट the main thing you have to write here, and after that you can write that also in a very very simple way, because this graph is telling in a so simple way so that if you keep this in your mind you will never forget that how to convert active voice to passive voice in tenses. In other little tough which you have to just memorize that and remember that so that you can do that. So here is a very simple to write the formulas or convert the active voice to passive voice in a simple way. If any issue are not understanding, if I am going very fast, then you have to drop me a message so that I can tell you what is the problem, and I can try to solve your problem also. Now if you want to write this also, write. If you say that John will not go to Kanpur. Go to Kanpur. John will not go to Kanpur. You have to convert. So what is that? Object is that Kanpur के लिए. So the Kanpur. How you have to use a Kanpur? Because it's a common noun. Proper noun you can say, but there you can also keep the name for other also. Then it will be a common, because I am a man. So man is a man. City is there, but that is a one city. So you can say that proper noun. But if it is a different many cities, अगर कानपुर दूसरा भी है तो वो फिर common noun हो जाएगा. The कानपुर up now, it is a singular. Will not be. Will. Why I am used? Will be or shall be is the helping verb of that future continuous tense. If I want to use here, then not when used here, night always come in the middle of this will or will not be. Right? The Kanpur will not be down. Now the main verb is that go. The go and gone. Kanpur will not be gone by John. Understand? The symbol you have to apply. We have ya shall have. Will have been or shall have been. The helping word for this one will have or shall have. Will have or shall have. So what you have to do? Here you have to use a been. Whatever the tenses are coming. If you want to write them, listen. These are present perfect tense, past perfect tense, and future perfect tense. So here, if you are writing a helping word of these, any tenses coming for these tenses, और तुम इनको convert करना चाहते हो आप, then you have to use it for these helping verb. So यहाँ पे just only been add कर दो, बस हो गया. That's it. Any problem, if any issue you have, then you can drop a message to me and see that. Please subscribe and like also. Like subscribe करो please. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप लोगों का.